Welcome to Joy in Our Town. I'm your host, Vanessa Rose, and so happy that you decided to tune in and join us again today. We are joined by Kimberly Trichel, and she is the Executive Director for Hope Kids Arizona. They were founded here in 2001 and are now a national organization that are doing wonderful things to help families of children that have life-threatening medical conditions. Please enjoy this short video before we come back and speak with Kimberly about some of the incredible things that they're doing in over 400 events every year to help these families.
There's no easy way to put that your child has a life-threatening illness that has no known cure.
Cystic fibrosis, it's a daily grind. My boys have a very rare form of cystic fibrosis. And so they will use a vest or an airway clearance system, and it helps loosen up their lungs.
When we got the diagnosis for our boys, there was sorrow, there was anger, there was disbelief, and a lot of sadness.
It was awful. It was awful. Hope Kids actually became a life preserver for us.
Hope Kids is a program for families that have a child with a life-threatening medical condition. We provide an ongoing calendar of events for the family to attend. It's 100% free for all of our events, for all our families to be able to attend those. Concerts, live theatre, movies. We do sporting events, the zoo, the circus, the state fair. The list just goes on and on.
This is an event that was provided by Hope Kids. We went to a Timberwolves game. I got to meet Kevin Love and got to hang out with the Timberwolves.
I remember one time where my mom took me to school a little late, and we went right past the school, and I was really confused.
You are going fishing with Glenn Perkins, the pitcher of the Minnesota Twins. What? Yep. Oh my gosh! Yep, thanks to Hope Kids.
It was one of my best days of my life.
Lord, thank you for this day, and we thank you for Hope Kids.
Hope Kids is priceless. Hope Kids presents awesome activities for my kids to be kids.
What a great video highlighting some of the great work that Hope Kids is doing here in Arizona, but they are a national organization. But we're so happy to be joined today by Kimberly. Kimberly, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us here.
Yes, wonderful to have you and to have an opportunity to share with our viewing audience a little bit about this great organization and the wonderful work you're doing and the fact that you do over 400 events a year. That is incredible.
Yes, it's a blessing.
Yes, it is a blessing. And if you wouldn't mind, before we even get into specifically what Hope Kids is doing, tell me just a little bit about yourself and what brought you to this point to be Executive Director for Hope Kids.
Sure. I come from a 14-year career in professional sports. Most recently working for the Arizona Coyotes here locally in Arizona and the Fiesta Bowl. And I was in charge of giving out money with our boards and other committees and making sure that these wonderful organizations in Arizona were receiving the funding that they needed for their programming. So I met Hope Kids a little over 4 years ago as that role. The former executive director here went to go run our North Texas chapter, Bridget, and when she left, I did have the opportunity to come in and take over Hope Kids in Arizona, and it's been a blessing ever ever since.
So Kimberly, if you wouldn't mind, for people that maybe aren't familiar with Hope Kids, giving us a bit of an understanding of what your mission is and what it is that you exactly do for these families here in the state of Arizona and nationally as well, but specifically here.
Absolutely. So for Hope Kids, what we do is we provide an ongoing calendar of events and activities and a powerful, unique support community for families who have a child with a life-threatening medical condition. We strongly believe that we can surround these families with hope and provide them with really the opportunity to know that hope is such a powerful medicine. And that is really what we rely upon to get them through their most dire times.
Absolutely. And so there's a faith aspect to that word hope. So would you mind telling me a little bit about that basis and where that comes in?
Absolutely. We have motivation behind our guiding principles that really talk about hope does not disappoint. You know, we firmly believe that we have hope in Jesus Christ as our Savior. We believe that God provides hope, and really that brings a joy and a peace that other things cannot give you. And in these situations, when you have a child with a life-threatening medical condition, it really can be something that can alter and stop your life. You don't know what's going on, how to tend to your other children, how to deal with your spouse, your friends, and really to even think about down the road what's going to happen if your child does pass away. So we really feel like God has driven us to say, hey, we're going to surround these families with the love and hope that they need to get through these times. And that's what we're called to do. We put the gospel in action. You're called to love one another as God has loved us. So that is truly what we are trying to do at Hope Kids.
You mentioned, you know, what are you going to do in planning? That must be something very difficult for these families. Many of them are probably just going about their everyday life, and all of a sudden they wake up one morning and everything completely changes and their child is diagnosed with something.
Absolutely.
Walk us through that process a little bit, because many people have never maybe been impacted by that or seen it on a personal level. I know I've had a little bit of exposure to some of those families, and I don't think that people really understand the amount of stress that, of course, it's very difficult for the child, but for the families and the parents and the other siblings that are experiencing it.
Absolutely. When you talk about the impact, I mean, the impact is huge. And for Hope Kids, we do have specific impact areas that we focus on to make sure that we are serving these families correctly, because you're very true when you say the siblings and the entire family being affected. And that's why we say that we really focus on the child, but also the siblings and parents. You know, we provide that hope and anticipation, and we give the families and their children something to look forward to. When you think about having a child with a life-threatening medical condition, about 45% of our kids have cancer. You're talking about multiple hospital stays, long hospital stays, chemo treatments, specialist doctor's appointments, constant therapies. Really, what else is there to look forward to? So for us, we come right along and we provide these events, over 400 events a year that we provide to our families at no cost. Things that might not seem like a lot to us, but going to a movie is a big deal, even for a family of 4, when you can't even wrap your head around having the time to plan an event or having the money to do so. So we provide that hope and anticipation to really give them something to look forward to, and to really know that we can keep fighting. There's something else. There's something else around the bend that we want to look forward to as well. You know, and we family focus. You know, lots of times we do understand that the siblings, there's a 59% chance that they are going to act out after a diagnosis of cancer to another sibling. We understand that there's frustration. It's harder for them to take out. And, you know, normal frustrations, it's hard for them to have that one-on-one time with their parents. That's why we provide every activity is open to the entire family. Lots of times it is only siblings and other parents, or even sometimes grandparents, that come to our events because the Hope Kid is actually in a hospital.
Wow.
And due to our mission having a life-threatening medical condition, many of our kids do pass away. But once you're a Hope Kids family, you are always a Hope Kids family. So you can continue coming to events, you can be there, still meet other families, and you can be, you know, you can bring hope to other families. And for us, at least once a quarter, we do events specifically for parents who have lost a child as well. So we focus on date nights as well. We really want the parents to be involved and really know that they have an outlet that we can plan for them. No worries, no stress. And that's where that unique support community comes in, because they're able to meet other parents who are walking that same journey. And I'm sure you've noticed, maybe if you talk to other people that are going through these difficult times, a lot of times their own family doesn't understand what they're going through, or even their best friends, because their life has just changed, either overnight because of an accident or because of a diagnosis. You know, a life-threatening medical condition isn't always just something that's diagnosed. It could be a child that was hurt in an accident and is now paralyzed, you know, which we have children that's happened to. So your life is perfectly normal one day, and the next day it completely changes, and now only one parent can work. One parent is helping and assisting with the care of their child. So that's why we do these events, so we can bring the family together. We allow PCAs and nursing assistants to be at our events as needed for families to have that support, so they can come out and enjoy an event, enjoy going to the pool, or enjoy going to a sporting event, and know that they're among friends. It's really about acceptance. We have so many children that say, I like going to Hope Kids events because I see other kids in wheelchairs, other kids wearing masks, you know, other kids that have trachs in, and they know that they're not alone. There's other kids.
They don't feel different.
Correct.
They finally feel like they belong. And that's something you mentioned for the parents' date night. A lot of people don't realize that these, you know, with our divorce rate already so high in this country, over 51%, there's already so many stresses on everyday life, from work and kids and school. Whenever you add this in, many of these families have doctor's appointments daily, and they're traveling to different research hospitals, and they're doing things to where people don't consider that time and that stress that would put on a relationship and on parents. So do you even have counseling for those parents, or things where you work with them and in their relationship, or do you have resources outside of the organization?
So what we do, we are very straight. We stay very straight to our mission, which is just providing events and activities. But what we do for that, when we say we provide a unique support community, we have Hope community events. So we will target specific events and bring together parents who have children with the same diagnosis.
Wow.
Or we'll bring together children who have the same diagnosis, so they can meet other kids that are going through exactly what they've gone through. And maybe our greatest days are when we introduce children to another child, or even now an adult, who has fought that battle and they've won. So they're an inspiration, and they can bring that hope and give them really the anticipation they need to continue to go on. And, you know, I can be like this person. I can be 21 and have a family, and, you know, continue to go things and become an active adult in this community. And cancer doesn't define me, or mitochondrial disease, or cystic fibrosis. That's not who I am. Who I am is a child of God, and we are here to love them and provide that hope and give them something to look forward to.
Tell me about some of these events that you're doing. You say you have over 400 events. You say you have date night. You have different events that are happening. What are some of your big events here that maybe if someone's at home watching and maybe they want to get involved, or they want to volunteer, or they want to do something, where is the biggest need for that in some of this work that you're doing?
Well, Hope Kids is really great. This is one way that I got involved, was volunteering as well too, because we have no age limit for volunteers. We strongly encourage people to bring their children to volunteer, because then you can instill those values young in your own children about serving others and giving back, and also teaching them that children are different, you know, and to be open with them and treat them just as they're like their other friends, you know, just because they're in a wheelchair or have a trach or look different, that they're not any different.
Yes.
So that is important for us. And with the over 400 events, there's actually only 3 of us that run Hope Kids, so we rely heavily on volunteers. Last year in 2016, we had over 4,000 volunteer hours. So for us, going to an event and volunteering with Hope Kids is just coming and enjoying that event. So it's everything from plays to private pool parties to princess parties to sporting events. I mean, essentially, it's everything fun you can imagine. And what you do is you go and provide hope to these families and just enjoy them. So you just check in families as they come to events and enjoy it with them. So your kids, your family, your friends, you get to enjoy that exact activity you're doing with the Hope Kids families.
How wonderful. And one thing that you do every year is a Christmas party, correct?
We do.
Wonderful. Well, if we're going to go ahead and take a quick little break here so that we can watch this video of that event, and then maybe highlight a few more. I know that you do a walk annually and different things, so we can go ahead and speak a little bit more about that. So go ahead and enjoy this video that is of one of their annual events, which is their Christmas party. We'll be right back.
I'm Kimberly Trichel, Executive Director of Hope Kids Arizona. What Hope Kids does is we provide an ongoing calendar of events and activities for children with a life-threatening illness, and we also provide a unique support community for those children as well. Today, this is our 7th annual Christmas party with Metro Auto Auction. For 7 years, Metro Auto Auction has been partnering with Hope Kids Arizona and providing a wonderful day of gifts, food, entertainment, and really getting the families together and giving them a Christmas party that they otherwise would not be able to have. We are so thankful for the partnership, which really allows Hope Kids and Metro Auto Auction to really partner together. We get the opportunity to work with Metro Auto Auction for a few months prior to the event, and their volunteers and their staff put on this entire event for Hope Kids. With Santa Claus here, tons of activities, crafts, food. There is so many things for our kids to do, and it really makes a large impact in our families' lives. Without this opportunity, some parents wouldn't be able to provide a full Christmas for their kids. Having a child with a life-threatening illness can be very hard on your finances. It can be very hard on the siblings. And with Hope Kids, we serve our siblings, the families, and also extended family as well. So giving this party with Metro Auto Auction really gives them the opportunity to partner together and to give back and make a huge impact in these families' lives. So we are so thankful to Metro Auto Auction for all that they do. We know it takes thousands of dollars and hundreds of man hours to put this amazing party together. So we are so thankful for the partnership.
Well, this is our 7th year doing the event. We provided dinner for the family. We provide snow. Metro Auto Auction enjoys so much working with Hope Kids. The volunteers get so much out of it every Christmas. Today I witnessed a family talking with Santa, and the only thing that the little young man had asked for was a cure. That's the only thing he wanted. He didn't want a toy, he just wanted a cure. We can't provide a cure here at Metro Auto Auction, but we can provide hope for these families.
Merry Christmas!
Who doesn't love Christmas, especially bringing in snow and having, my goodness, that looks like such a fun time.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, that is an amazing event for us, and we can get out over 700 Hope Kids family members to that event as well.
Wow, and that is so neat. So they get to come together and to spend time together at the holidays. And do you do professional photos at that event as well? Or?
We do. We have some amazing volunteer photographers that volunteer their time, and they really photograph a majority of our events. So out of those 410 events, 75% of them are photographed by professional photographers, and we give the families complete access to all those photos and any video work that we do, because we know that it's important for them to collect those memories of their children. You know, some of them do pass away, and we've noticed that when we're going to funerals and memorial services that the majority of the photos and videos that are being shown of these special children were at Hope Kids events. So we were able to provide them with events that they otherwise would have never been able to do with their children.
Wow, that really is a priceless gift to those families, to have beautiful professional photos to remember their children if they're no longer here. That is so neat.
Yes.
So even if people are professional photographers and they want to give their time, that's something that you utilize a lot then.
Absolutely. You know, every event. So, and again, the photographers get to enjoy that fun event. Yes. So a lot of times it's going to sporting events and going to private. We just did an event with mobile mini horses, and we had a photographer there, and you're grooming and dressing them up. So we even do a portrait day. We do an annual portrait day where we have 5 photographers all day long. We're blocking out about 25 to 30 families per hour, and it's completely free, because you think about having a child with a life-threatening medical condition and going, and some of them are uncomfortable in public areas or even maybe with germs and things like that. We provide that all for free. They come, they have snacks and waters, and the photographers are awesome with the kids. Wow. So they get a beautiful family portrait that some of them, that will be their last portrait that they'll ever have with their child.
What a special gift. That is wonderful. And you also do a large walk every year, the Hope Walk. That's every October. Would you mind telling us a little bit about that?
Sure. We do our Hope Walk every October. We have a wonderful partnership with Notre Dame Prep High School, and that's where we hold it. And it's free for families to come. We really encourage a lot of our Hope Kids families to come in the community, because it's just a walk. It's stroller friendly, wheelchair friendly. We do ask that we do at least a $100 donation per team. So really that could be $10 a person.
Yeah.
But it is an amazing day, because we have pretty much every sports mascot you can imagine, current title holders, princesses and superheroes, and it's just really a day of hope with fun activities, and really a day for us to show the support and love we have for our families and getting them to meet other families as well.
And is that a certain length, that walk, or is it just
It's
kind
just
of
under a 5K.
just under a 5K?
Just loops around the school. It's very fun. There's face painting and free treats. We partner with General Mills, we partner with Inventure Foods, and they bring in all the food for free. Fry's gives us all the water and fruit. It's just a really fun day.
Well, that's probably neat for the families. That whenever you speak about that supporting community, if you have the community come out and they see all these people care and they're there and just spend time with them and love on them, that probably is very healing for them, because I'm sure at a lot of the camps and things that you do, it's probably other families that are facing similar issues, where this is probably more just the community as a whole coming together and supporting them.
Absolutely, it is. It's a good amount, and we get a lot of businesses and walk teams and just people that are generally neighbors and friends and just want to help. So it's a lot of peer-to-peer fundraising, so they're really supporting those that they've met along the way. So it is fantastic.
That is great. And you also do camps for these families. Tell us about some of these camps that you do and some of the partnering that you do with other organizations.
Sure. Since we provide events and activities, we do partner with a lot of the camps around the valley here. So Whispering Hope Ranch is one that we do every year, and they are wonderful to us, and they have our Hope Kids out. Camp Soaring Eagle, we work with them. We really work with Arizona Camp Sunrise. It's just a great opportunity for our Hope Kids to get out there and their siblings and to enjoy the summer. We actually, even from Hope Kids, send them nice little notes and candy while they're at camp, telling them that we're thinking of them. So anything we can do. So a lot of times people say, what are the events you do? We can do anything, even if you're a private, if you're like, hey, you're at home, I like to make jewelry. We can do a jewelry making party. Little things that you think may not be impactful to other people really are to our families, because it's something for them to do, something, even scrapbooking. We can create an event out of anything to really help capture those memories and give them something to look forward to and something fun to do at no cost.
That is wonderful, and it's special to those families to spend that time. And like you said, there's so many stresses in their life that just the smallest thing, like getting together and making jewelry or cutting out pictures or something, probably is so healing for them to kind of remove themselves from maybe that everyday reality of the doctor's appointments and the stresses that come with having a child who has a medical condition.
Absolutely. You think about hope. Hope means something different to everybody, and it can even mean something different to you in the morning than it does at night, right?
Yes.
Like, I hope that my makeup looks okay today, or I hope that my coffee is really strong. But to our families, it's, they're hoping for a cure. They're hoping for a heart or a liver to come for their child. And, they're at the end of their bed in their hospital room hoping that their child makes it to the next day. And for us to come in and provide that hope and give them something else to look forward to and to openly pray with our families is very impactful. We do hospital visits every 2 weeks, and we find that that is wonderful because we get to really connect with our families and pray with them and hear how their children are doing, hear about their diagnoses, and really find ways that we can serve them as well. So really, we're always trying to find different ways to bring hope, whatever that means to that person that day, any way we can.
You mentioned praying with the families. Is that something, have you seen personally firsthand an impact that has, where coming in and letting them know that you are lifting them up in prayer and letting them know that you do care to be there? Does that have an impact on a lot of these families?
Absolutely, it does. And it has an impact on us and our volunteers and our, and God works amazing things through our ministry and many ministries. And for us, we see it on a daily basis where things happen and we're like, we know, like, this is such a blessing for us. And our families, sometimes they just need a listener. Sometimes they just need somebody to grab their hand and say, I'm praying for you. And sometimes they do need open prayer there. We kind of go in the hospital room and we fill it out. We try and figure out what they need, and then we try to bring that, because that's what we do. That's our mission. We just really want to restore hope and transform lives and give these kids and their families something to look forward to.
Do you have a personal story of working with your organization for a while with a family and something that you did see a restoration of hope in a family or in a child, or whether it was in parents or whomever it was, that really impacted them?
There's many. But for us, more recently, there has been a great story of hope that has actually been in the media some too, with one of our Hope kids named Campbell. And he is very good friends with Kyle Schwarber from the Chicago Cubs. So this story was all over. When Kyle was in the World Series and when they won, he was wearing one of Campbell's bands. He had met Campbell through Steve Dreams and Hope Kids. We had been sending them over to the Cubs Stadium during spring training, and he met one of our Hope Kids, Campbell, that way. And they just formed a wonderful partnership and friendship, and they would say that they're praying for each other and that he wanted to know more about Campbell's diagnosis, and they would talk to each other about how they're doing, and they stayed in touch. And during the World Series, somebody saw the green band and asked him what it was about, and he just told them about Campbell, and Campbell then proceeded to do many interviews and talk about Hope Kids, but also talking about prayer. It's a prayer band. And so I think he's reached thousands of people, and it's amazing to see a lot of our Hope Kids give back to Hope Kids, because through that blessing, we've received numerous donations to Campbell's crew and his band to Hope Kids, and we've met many new event partners through that. It's just really been a blessing to us, but that's just one child out of the over 1,200 families we serve, 1,200 Hope Kids. So it's a little over 6,000 people, and we have stories, that little amazing things that happen every day, little miracles that we say that really keep us going. We wake up in the morning and we know that God has entrusted us with these special families, and that's all we want to do is serve.
And we've spoken about the volunteer opportunities and what it is you're doing. However, if there's maybe a family watching and they have a child with an illness, whether it be a medical condition or terminal illness, what can they do to get involved and to utilize some of these wonderful resources that you have?
So hopekids.org is our website, www.hopekids.org, and everything is on there. So Become a Hope Kid is right on the front page. So it's an all electronic application, and you apply to become a Hope Kid. The application actually goes to your doctor to approve. It's a very fast process. Information on volunteering is on the website, because again, we take volunteers of all age, and we just get you in the system, and then we email you and let you know what events are coming up for the month, and you can kind of pick and choose. So there's weekends, nights, weekdays. So it really fits a lot of people's different schedules. And then also on there is our special events. So it'll talk about our walk and other events that we do for fundraising. And then also you just get a better idea about what our families are and what our mission and what our vision is, and all of our chapters.
Okay. And you mentioned that it would go to a doctor for approval. So what are some of the guidelines on what qualifies to utilize your events?
So it's 0 to 18 to apply to be a Hope Kid. So you have to be within the 0 to 18-year-old age limit, and then you have to have a life-threatening medical condition.
Okay.
So it is about 45% of our kids have cancer, but there are numerous other conditions that can be considered life-threatening, and then that is something that your doctor does say approve that process. And then once that happens, you create an account and you automatically get texts and emails, and here's what's coming up.
Oh, how wonderful. Well, Kimberly, thank you so much for taking the time to be here with us and for sharing and doing all this great work for these families in our community. And thank you so much at home for watching. Please make sure to visit the website, whether it is you want to volunteer or you have a child and you would like to utilize these wonderful services. We hope that you enjoyed this show, and we look forward to seeing you here next week on Joy in Our Town.